Hi, and welcome to another screener by the Bronnerola. I thought I'd show you an interesting little thing I created in PowerPoint, and I've also created this in Flash. It's called a clock. And if you're wondering what it does, I'm going to go ahead and show you on my animation pane. Sometimes maybe you'll need something that you want to show time lapse or something like that. And a clock is a really good way of showing that. So here's how it works. You notice how my hand goes up, bang, okay, and goes away. I'm going to show you how to do this in the screener. So first what I'm going to do, first thing to this whole thing is you need to create a circle. You can get that from insert and you can go shapes, okay, and you just draw your circle here on the stage. Then you need to figure out, you'll notice with a clock it has gradients. So you'll notice 12 o'clock, 6, 3, 9. You need to create those gradients, and an easy way to do that is with lines. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a series of lines to basically create my gradients. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to set these up. First 12 and 6, 3 and 9. So I'm going to get them where I want them, right? And then I also now I need, these are about roughly 30 degrees in here. So I'll create a bunch of, create a bunch of these and they'll look like this. And then once I have them, okay, I'm going to group them and send them to the back. Okay, so you'll get something like that. Then what I want to do is, now on this one I didn't bevel this or anything, I just made it flat. But maybe you want to add a little bit of texture to this, you want to get a little bit 3D effect. So what you can do is you can take a shape, shape subtract along with your shape here, and then you can just cut that. And then you can bevel it or do whatever you want to do. So you can now format that, and then you can add a 3D effect, or in this case I just always right click on this, and then I'm going to select my 3D format, and then I can, if I want to bevel it, I can bevel it. So it gives a little bit more deeper effect to it. Okay. Now now what I'll need to do next is I also need to fill in this middle section. So I can take my circle that I used to cut out the middle of that. I happen to have it down here, and I'm going to just paste it right back in the middle of that, just right there. So you want to make sure the circle you used for the cutout, you make a copy of that. Now I'm going to format that. Okay, I'm going to set the line color to white. I could even use black if I wanted to, or whatever, or maybe a gray. That gives a nice little 3D effect. Okay. So once I have that, then I can start adding my numbers. And the way I did this was I just simply went insert, and then went text box, and I just dropped it in there, and then started typing whatever it is, 3, 6, 9. And you can make any font you want. Increase it, and then just drag and position it where you want. Now with those lines in there, it makes it pretty easy to do. So I know 12, 1, 2, 3, right? So you can kind of see your clock starts taking shape really fast when you do this. So these lines are really good for the alignment. And once we're done with these, we can highlight them and delete them, and then you'll see. Hey, see how your clock looks? Now for the hands, that wasn't too difficult to create either. I just used a little circle here, and then I went to format, and then I formatted that shape with this guy right here, intensive effect, black dark. I want this guy right here. Okay, and then I created a line, or took it from shapes up here. I went to auto shapes, and I grabbed just an arrow, and then I increased the size of the line. So I made that a rather big line. And so I mean, in fact, it's 4.5. And then in order to get it to pivot correctly, you have to create a line exactly the same length as your pointer there, or as your line, and then tack it on to the end. This is so when we do a rotate, it'll rotate here in the center, and then you just fill this with white. So, and then when you get it all done, you'll have your clock like this, and then when you hit your animation and play it, you can do whatever you want. So that's it. Hope you have fun with this.